Hi dear student, in today's lesson we will study trigonometric function, unit circle approach. From this lesson we have to define unit circle, equation of unit circle, we have to find reference number, terminal point, and we have to evaluate trigonometric function, and in the last we have to graph and transformation of graph, find period and amplitude of trigonometric function. The unit circle, a circle of radius 1 centered at origin called unit circle. For example, this is a circle, radius 1 and center at origin 0, 0. So this is called unit circle. Equation of unit circle is x square plus y square is 1. We have to remember the equation of unit circle. Now we have a question. Locate that the point is on unit circle. We have a point square root 3 by 3 and square root 6 by 3. So we know equation of unit circle is x square plus y square is 1. So we will put the point, we will replace x with this and y with this number in the unit circle, and then we will calculate and we will see left hand side equal right hand side, which is true. So this point is lie on the unit circle. Done. Now terminal point on unit circle. Points on unit circle that are varying with respect to the angle theta are called terminal points. So we have a unit circle. You know, when theta is 0, the terminal point is 1, 0. When theta is pi by 6, the terminal point will be square root 3 by 2, 1 by 2. When theta is pi by 4, so this is the terminal point. When theta is pi by 3, this is the terminal point. When theta is pi by 2, so this is the terminal. So we have to remember this table. If 0, this will come, pi by 6, this will come, pi by 4, this, pi by 3, this, and pi by 2, the terminal point is 0, 1. Remember this table, we need it. Reference number. The shortest distance between the angle theta and x-axis is called reference number. Example, find reference number of this angle 5 by over 6. So we have a unit circle. First we should find where is this angle. So we have to find the quadrant. So pi by 6 we have to do, 5 by 6 will come 0.8. So I'll tell you the first quadrant, it is from 0 to 0.5. The second quadrant is from 0.5 to 1. The third quadrant is from 1 to 1.5. And the fourth quadrant is from 1.5 to 2. No, 0.8, you know where it is? Like this is 0.5. This is 0.8. We, before coming to 1, the angle is here. This is the angle. Okay, so this is theta. This is theta 5 by 6. Now, as we see in the definition, shortest distance between angle and x-axis. So angle is this one, x-axis is this one, x-axis. So there are two, one is this distance and one is this distance. Which one is shortest? So everyone know that this is the shortest distance. This is the shortest distance. So we start from 0. This is called 0. So from 0 till here it is called pi. Now I have to find distance between pi and theta. So you know, one of them is large value, one of them is small value. You know, pi is large here and angle theta is small here. But reference number is distance. Distance always plus. So we will do from big number, from large number minus small number. So we will do pi minus theta. Pi minus theta. So pi minus pi by 6. And when we calculate, so the reference number will come pi by 6. Sorry, pi by 6 will come. Clear? We have some question. Find reference number. This is angle 5 by 4. So first, as I told you, we have to find the angle. So 5 by 4, we have to find, it is coming 1.2. 1.2 where? So we will start from 0. So this is half, this is 1. 1.2 is here. So angle theta is here. Okay. And pi, this is pi. So this is the shortest distance. Theta is large, pi is small. So to find reference number, theta minus pi. Theta minus pi. So theta is, or the angle is 5 by 4. 5 by 4 minus theta, it will minus pi, it will come pi by 4. It's like that. The second question, we have 11 pi by 6. The same, we have to find the quadrant. So it is coming 11 by 6, 1.8. So what we do? 1.8. Start from 0. So 0.5, 1, 1.5, 1.8 is coming here. 1.8 is coming in the 4 quadrant. So theta is here. So you know this is 0, this is pi. And when we rotate again, it is 2 pi. So I have to find the distance between 2 pi and theta. 2 pi and theta. Tell me, 2 pi is large, yeah, theta is large. Yes, 2 pi is large. So 2 pi minus theta, we can find the distance. 2 pi minus theta. And we will put the value of theta and we will get reference number. Keep in mind, reference number we denote like this. We put bar on it. Theta bar. This is the symbol for reference number. Let us do one more question. (11 by 3). We have to find the quadrant. So it's coming 3.6. Where is 3.6? Let me do. We will start from 0. So start from 0. This is half. This is 1. This is 1.5. This is 2. This is 2.5. This is 3. This is 3.5. And 3.6 is here. 3.6 is here. So it is again in 4 quadrant, but see, this is pi, this is 2 pi, and this is 3 pi. And after when it touch here, that is called 4 pi. I have to find the distance between 4 pi and theta. Find the distance between 4 pi and theta. So you know 4 pi is large. So 4 pi minus theta. So reference number will come 4 pi by minus theta. We will put the value of theta and reference number will come 11 by 3, pi by 3. I hope it is clear. Use reference number to find terminal point. We have to find terminal point. So reference, first of all, we have to find reference number. This is angle. This is any angle. So first what I will do, I have to find reference number. For the reference number, we should know the quadrant. So this is already I done, quadrant 3. This angle is in quadrant 3. Quadrant 3, you know, x is minus, y is minus. So terminal point of reference angle, we have to find reference angle. So reference angle pi by 4 is square root 2 by 2, square root 2 by 2. This is from the table, we remember. Okay, pi by 4. This is the terminal point. Reference angle. And I have theta 5 by 4. So it is in quadrant 3. So what we will do, I will use the same terminal point with this sign, minus, minus. So x is minus, y is minus. I hope it is clear. Again, we will find the quadrant. We will find reference number, and then we will write the terminal point of theta. Okay. We have one more question. (11 pi by 6). Find the quadrant. Quadrant 4. So in quadrant 4, x is plus, y is minus. Terminal point of reference number. Reference number is pi by 6. And from the table we know pi by 6 is this one. Square root 3 by 2, 1 by 2. So you know quadrant 4, y is minus, x is plus. So we will write minus with a half and we will write x the same. So that is terminal point of this angle. Done. Trigonometric function. If point xy is a point on unit circle, then remember x equal cosine x, y equal sine theta, and y by x equal tangent theta. How? This is a unit circle. This is a point, and this is a point xy. Okay, so it's unit circle, so it's one unit circle. You know this distance, it is y, and this distance is called x. So I hope you know, for example, this is theta. So we write cosine theta, how? X by 1. I mean adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So x by 1 mean cosine theta is x. Sine theta we write opposite by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 1. So sine theta is opposite by 1. Hypotenuse, I mean opposite by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 1. So sine theta will come equal y. And tangent theta, you know that is opposite by adjacent. Opposite y by adjacent. So y by x. So it's like that. We should remember. In the terminal point xy, this is called cosine value and this is called sine value. Let us do some question. The terminal point is given. Find sine theta, cosine theta, tangent theta. The terminal point is given. The point they given. They say we have to find sine theta, cosine theta, tangent theta. So you know this is x and this is y. From the rule we know x is cosine and y is sine. So sine theta 4 by 5, cosine theta minus 3 by 5, and tangent theta is y by x. After calculation we will get 4 by 3. The same we have another point, square root 5 by 4 and minus square root 11 by 4. So x is the first one, y is the second value. So again sine is minus square root 11 by 4 and cosine is square root 5 by 4 and tangent is square root 11 by square root 5. So I hope it is easy and you understood. Another question, find the exact value of trigonometric function. So sometime maybe they give us angle. So we have to find the terminal point as we finished before. So for the terminal point, first we will find the quadrant 3. Then we will find a reference number. After reference number, we will find terminal point of this angle. And now trigonometric function, I mean sine, cosine, tangent. So sine, cosine is the first value, sine is the second one, and tangent, you know, the second one divided by the first one, y by x. Let us do another question. This is angle. First of all, find the quadrant 4, and then find the terminal point of reference angle pi by 6, and then find the terminal point of this angle, original angle, which is this one. So cosine again the first one, sine the second one, and tangent y by x, which is minus 1 by square root 3. I hope this is also easy and clear. Now we have a rule. All students take calculus. This is rule. What it mean? I mean, all mean in the first quadrant. All are positive. All positive means sine, cosine, tangent, all positive. But in the second quadrant, only sine is positive, cosine and tangent negative. In the third quadrant, tangent is positive, but cosine and sine is negative. In a fourth quadrant, cosine is positive and tangent and sine is negative. So we can remember using this rule. All students take calculus. Let us do some question. Evaluate trigonometric function. So cosine 5 by 4. So we have to write 5 by 4 is 1.2 pi. So it's quadrant 3. You know, in quadrant 3, cosine is what? Cosine is minus in quadrant 3. And pi by 4, you know, pi by 4. So pi by 4 cosine value is the first one, square root 2 by 2. So cosine, all student take calculus. In quadrant 3, here cosine minus. I told you cosine is minus. And the value of pi by 4, the first value, the terminal point, you know, square root 2 by 2. So it will come minus square root 2 by 2. I hope it is clear. Let us do one more question. Sine 11 pi by 6. First we have to find the quadrant. 1.8, so it is quadrant 4. Quadrant 3, 1.8, let me find, half, 1, 1.5 and 1 point, so it's quadrant 4, not 3. In quadrant 4, sine is minus. By mistake I wrote quadrant 3, but it's quadrant 4. In quadrant 4, sine is minus. Okay, sine is minus, so I have to find the value of sine pi by 6. And from the table we know pi by 6. So sine, the second value. So minus half is answer. The second value is sine. The first value is cosine. I hope clear. From the information given, find quadrant in which the terminal point determined by theta lies. We have some questions. Sometimes they give tangent greater than 0 mean tangent positive, and sine less than 0 means sine negative. I mean, in which quadrant? Tangent plus and sine minus. So we know this rule. Now you can tell me which quadrant tangent plus sine minus. Yes, quadrant 3. Tangent plus and sine minus here. So quadrant 3. The answer is quadrant 3. Another question. Cosecant plus secant minus. Cosecant actually is 1 by sine, and secant is 1 by cosine. So if sine is a plus, 1 by sine is plus, and if cosine is minus, so 1 by cosine is minus. I mean, we want sine plus and cosine minus we want. So where, in which quadrant sine is a plus and cosine is minus? Use the same rule. Where? Yes, quadrant 2. So in quadrant 2, sine is plus and cosine is minus. I mean, cosecant is plus and secant is minus. Great. These are some questions you can practice. Fundamental identities. Once again, as we finished before, cosecant is 1 by sine, secant is 1 by cosine, and cotangent is 1 by tangent. And we have some more identities. Sine square x plus cosine square x is coming 1, equal 1. 1 plus tan square x equals secant square x, and 1 plus cotangent square x equal cosecant square x. These are some fundamental identities we have to remember. Find the values of trigonometric function from the given information. So they say in the question, sine x is minus 3 by 5. Sine x is minus 3 by 5. And they say find trigonometric function. I mean, we have to find cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. All. The quadrant is 3. Okay, let us start. We know one rule. Sine square x plus cosine square x 1. Put the value of sine x. Okay, and cosine square will come, which is plus minus 4 by 5. You know quadrant 3. In quadrant 3, cosine is plus or minus? Yes, minus. Quadrant 3, cosine is minus. So the value of cosine is minus 4 by 5. No tangent. Tangent, sine by cosine. So I'll divide, I'll put the values, and the tangent will come 3 by 4. Because quadrant 3, so tangent is plus. So now cotangent, it is reciprocal of tangent, 1 by tangent, and we can write 4 by 3. Similarly, secant is reciprocal of cosine, so we will write minus 5 by 4, and cosecant is reciprocal of sine, so we will write minus 5 by 3. It's like that. These are some questions you can practice. Now we have to start trigonometric graphs. So graph of sine, you should remember, graph of sine start from 0. Graph of sine, you have to remember, start from 0, and the period is 2 pi. Start from 0 till 2 pi. And graph of cosine, start from 1. Start from 1 and is from 0 to 2 pi. The same. So remember this shape. Remember these graph. Now we have some transformation. Graph the function, or we say graph transformation. The first question, sine x plus 2. I mean the graph of sine plus 2 mean 2 unit upward. So how we will do? The graph of sine, we will move 2 unit upward. You know, the point here will move 2 unit upward. And transformation you know from the previous lesson. Just the graph of sine will go 2 unit upward. Minus sine x, so it is reflection of sine graph about x-axis. This is sine x graph, and this is minus sine x graph. You know, reflection about x-axis. The portion is up, we will make it down. Okay, and the portion down, we will make it up. Reflection about x-axis. And 1 minus sine x, so it's also reflection, and this is the graph. I hope you can understand. We have some more graphs. 1 plus cosine x, so the graph of cosine will go 1 unit upward. And 1 minus cosine x, so we will make reflection of cosine about x-axis and then 1 unit upward. This is the graph of cosine, and this is 1 minus cosine x. Now sine and cosine curves. So if we have y equal a sine kx or y equal a cosine kx, where k is positive, then amplitude will be absolute a and period will be 2 pi by k. I mean, we have questions to find amplitude and period. So for the amplitude we need a, and for the period we need k. Absolute a is amplitude and period is 2 pi by k. Let us do some question. And the question, find the amplitude and period of the function and sketch the graph. Y equal minus 2 cosine x. So we have to write a. A is minus 2 and k is 1 here. K is 1 here. K is 1. So amplitude is absolute a, so absolute minus 2, I mean amplitude is 2. And period is 2 pi by k, so 2 pi by 1, so 2 pi. And the graph, let us start with the graph. So this is graph of cosine x. It's cosine x, not minus 2 cosine x. Okay, graph of cosine x. Now I'll make with amplitude 2. Amplitude 2 mean the graph is like that. Amplitude is 2. Okay, before amplitude was 1 and now amplitude is 2. the graph move up and down like 2, and I need reflection about x-axis. So this is minus 2 cosine x, this graph, minus 2 cosine x. This is a graph with amplitude 2 and period 2 pi. Period mean after this interval, the graph repeat itself. The graph will come again with the same pattern. Let us do another question. 3 cosine 4x. So a is 3, k is 4. So amplitude, you know, is 3. And period is 2 pi by k, 2 pi by 4, so pi by 2. So the graph will become like this. Amplitude is a 3. So you know 3 and minus 3. The graph is up and down like 3 minus 3. And the graph start from 0 till pi by 2. Because the period is pi by 2. So the complete graph will come between 0 to pi by 2. Let us do some more questions. And these are the last question. So 10 sine 1 by 2. This is question number 3. 10 sine half x. So a is 10, k is half. Amplitude is 10. And period is 4 pi. Okay. So the graph will become like this. You know, period 4 pi. So start from 0 till 4 pi. Till 4 pi. Okay. And amplitude is a 10. So 10 mean 10 up, 10 down. It's like that. In the last practice question, and inshallah see you in the next video. Goodbye.